Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome.
Goal. Alemannia Aachen Holstein Kiel is 2-2. 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 Goal. PAOK Salonika Panserakos is 2-1.
This market has been suspended.
Goal. Genoa Inter Milan is 1-2. Goal. PAOK Salonika Panserakos is 2-1.
This market has been suspended.
Goal. Genoa Inter Milan is 1-2. Goal. PAOK Salonika Panserakos is 2-1.
This market has been suspended. This market has been suspended.
Goal. Genoa Inter Milan is 1-2. Goal. PAOK Salonika Panserakos is 2-1.
This market has been suspended. This market has been suspended.
Goal. Genoa Inter Milan is 1-2. Goal. PAOK Salonika Panserakos is 2-1.
This market has been suspended. This market has been suspended.
Goal. Genoa Inter Milan is 1-2.
This market has been suspended. This market has been suspended. This market has been suspended.
Testing, testing, testing. If you can hear me. We're Inter Milan testing, testing, testing. And what you're hearing is the YouTube. If anyone's available, if you could head off to the YouTube live stream. I've got the test live stream. If you can see and hear it, I'd be grateful for your comments there. Just want to do a quick update. So we've got West Ham Aston Villa 1-1. Very tough to call, but don't forget Unai Emery got Aston Villa scoring 2+ goals last season. Don't forget too, we've also got a new manager for West Ham. So we've always got that question mark. Parma against Fiorentina. Parma are newly promoted. Are they vulnerable? That's the question. Fiorentina not really set the world on fire just yet. No, only one shot on target second half, one shot off target second half, and one corner second half. So they're yet to start. If you fancy it, Inter Milan just had a goal disallowed. So if you're still involved in that, waiting for the win, you've got a good chance, I think. Just got done for offside. Rangers against St Johnstone is beginning the second half. Do you trust Rangers? 4 shots on, 9 off and 4 corners against St Johnstone. 1 shot on, 3 off and 2 corners. Do you trust Rangers? If so, try to lay that draw as late as possible. Twente and Sparta Rotterdam. No shots on, 5 off and 3 corners for the odds on home favourites. Twente. Again, we haven't got those shots on target, but do you trust them second half? Olympiacos are leading. Lille are playing Slavia or Sparta Prague in the Champions League on Tuesday, I believe. They're playing 10-man Ream. Do you trust Lille today? It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's just that Champions League concern. So those are the matches at the moment. So I'll leave that with you. Just waiting for Inter Milan to confirm the win. Just waiting for Fiorentina to come alive as well. That I think the Fiorentina one is the main one of interest for me. So let's have a look. So just testing. Test. Testing. We have desktop audio if anyone's watching. So, let's have a look. If anyone is watching, do let me know if you can see and hear. So just testing. It's a bit of a buffer. Test. It's a clear enough sound. Testing. We have desktop audio.
Goal.
If anyone's watching.
Alemannia Aachen Holstein Kiel is 2-3.
If anyone is watching, do let me know if you can see and hear. So just testing. Yeah, a bit of a gap. Buffer. Test. It's a clear enough sound. Thank you, Alan. Testing. We have desktop audio.
Goal.
If anyone's watching.
Alemannia Aachen Holstein Kiel is 2-3. Goal.
If anyone is watching.
Alemannia Aachen Holstein Kiel is 2-3.
You can see and hear. Thank you very much, Gordon, and thank you very much, Alan. bit of a gap. As you can see here, I've just got Alan's message come up. So we might have to...
Anyone's watching. Alemannia Aachen Holstein Kiel is 2-3. Goal.
So while you're online,
Alemannia Aachen
thank you for
Holstein
coming.
Kiel is 2-3.
I'll take you through. Thank you very much, Gordon, and thank you very much, Alan. There we go. So it's a bit of a delay, a couple of minutes delay. As you can see here, I've just got Alan's message come up. So we might have to... a little bit of a delay here. Streamlabs, I'm afraid, knocked my computer out. So it can't be used anymore. But let me take you through what I'm looking at currently. And thanks for letting me know. West Ham and Villa, question marks, isn't it? It's a toughie. It's the opening match of the season. Both teams to score. Aston Villa away last season, as I keep reminding you, did tend to get that second goal, didn't they? Parma are newly promoted. Can Fiorentina remind them that Fiorentina are a regular Serie A side? 3.4 for the draw as usual when an underdog has opened the scoring. But they're not really turned up second half yet, Fiorentina. But Parma, are they vulnerable? Inter Milan just had a goal disallowed against Genoa. That's a good sign if you're staying in for the Inter Milan win, or if you want to lay that draw. Rangers, can they be trusted today? Only the one shot on target, no shots off target. Second half I'm talking about, and no corners second half. Are they up for it today? Wait for the draw odds to get below 3.5, which is my tolerable entry point. Twente are looking good, aren't they, against Sparta Rotterdam? And we can check whether Sparta are newly promoted by going here. And we can have a look to see whether they're... Yeah, they're from the Eredivisie, so they're not newly promoted. But are Twente just that much better? No shots on 5 off 3 corners as the second half begins. And it is the start of the season. It's post-Champions League for Twente, who managed an excellent result against Red Bull Salzburg, a 3-3. So they've got goals in them, Twente, that's for sure. And they did beat Sparta. They scored 2 goals against Sparta the last 2 times these two met. So possibilities with Twente. I missed this completely. Panathinaikos scoring first against PAOK Thessaloniki. Really should have got stuck in there. Lille. Not sure what's going on here, so you might want to look into that. Red card for Ream. Lille have the Champions League upcoming as well next week, so there could be all sorts. So thank you to those of you who came. It looks like I might have a solution for tomorrow, but we'll have to get a backup as well. Any other matches? Don't forget the German Cup has been very effective for trading so far. Red Bull Salzburg and Las Glintz. Red Bull Salzburg possible Champions League match upcoming. It's a tough one for them today. Get rid of some of these. Dender still continuing to score goals, the newly promoted side. But are they being found out now with St. Truden taking the lead? I might lay St. Truden late on. Dender have been the big surprise package so far. The champions couldn't score against them. They beat Ghent, one of the top 5 teams, and they were emphatic against Kortrijk. Don't forget they're newly promoted, Dender. So I think St. Truden could be gettable late on at low odds. Elsewhere, let's have a look. Sparta Prague. You saw Slavia struggling earlier on. Sparta Prague, can they get the win? And coming to an end, the DBF Pokal, which has been an excellent competition for traders. And that's it at the moment. Osasuna Leganes is a very tough match to call. 1.85 Osasuna. So keep an eye on that one. Are they going to play like favourites? And look at Deportivo La Coruña. 2 shots on, 6 off and 3 corners. Certainly on what we're seeing in play. Could they get an equaliser against Real Oviedo? Don't forget opening matches of the season as well. Turkish Super League going the way of Sivasspor, but they have been red carded. So that's another one I'm going to add to the watch list. So watch out for Twente, I think, second half. They look the dominant force. So there is a bit of a gap in time. So I am writing this at 1900. We will see how much of a gap there is. So let's just keep testing this out, see how much of a gap there is. There we go. It's not a big gap. So it's just a matter of, I would say, 30 seconds. So this looks like a ready solution, doesn't it, to the streaming problems. So I will try to do a live stream for you tomorrow. It sounds clear, doesn't it? I like the clarity of the sound. So it's just a matter of... Thank you very much, Gordon. I think it's just about 30 seconds, Gordon. So that's tolerable, but it's not ideal, is it? Particularly when I've got some key
Rangers
information.
ST John Stone is 1-0.
And there's a Rangers goal. So if you trusted them today, they have delivered Rangers. We've got, as you can see there, lighting it up. Twente lighting it up as well. Possibilities to lay the draw second half there. And PA OK. So I'll get on to telegrammers, I think, particularly with FC Twente. So let me just do that. And thanks for your feedback, Gordon and Alan. I appreciate that. Just taking your time out to do that. Looks like I found a solution. Famous last words, of course, for the live stream for tomorrow. It was out of my hands earlier on Streamlabs. Looked online. It turns computers off. That's basically what it does. FC Twente against Sparta Rotterdam started brightly second half. If you want to look at laying the draw in the hope that they will score. They've scored 2 goals in the last 2 head-to-heads against Sparta Rotterdam. As ever, it's early season. We've had a lot of 0-0s. But I can only go by the in-play stats. 89 attacking pressure index, 1 shot on 9 off 3 corners. It's the 1 shot on target, which is a pretty poor. But 89 attacking pressure index suggests Twente have the bit between their teeth. So we're looking for them to score the first goal if you want to lay the draw there. So as you can see, we've got that live stream working now, which is excellent. So I can get going later on. So 20-30 second gap. Hopefully it will be the solution. It's this one here called OBS Studio 30. I just hope that it will save my settings for tomorrow. What I'll do, I'll try to get online very early tomorrow to make sure this is all up and running. I'm a real Luddite when it comes to this software. Your YouTube is not, I don't know what that means. Has it gone off? I don't know. Said my YouTube is not something or other. So I don't know what that means. Okay, so I can see all your writings there. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Again, I haven't got a clue what that means. So I wish I had my nephews and nieces here because they'll probably suss this out very, very easily indeed. Oh, so those are my bots. I'll just
Goal. Caceres Persevispor is 2-2.
So that's the Inter Milan match where I've ensured a break even because I had £12 on the draw. Far too much for me, particularly if you've had a hit earlier on.
Caceres Persevispor is 2-2.
So my worst case scenario in this case will be a £4.40 loss if Inter Milan don't go on and win. So I thought that's very nice. And this is half the profit lost by doing that idiotic move on Clyde earlier on. So that's the importance of that one. And Fiorentina have equalised. If you looked at that one, I can't be 100% behind it in the opening days of the season, but it is a newly promoted side, Parma, and this could suggest struggles for them.
Fiorentina is 1-1
this season. Could suggest real struggles. If you want to lay the draw, it's getting to a layable state for FC Twente. 2.66 is realistic. Don't forget you've got the option of doing the cash out with a third of liability as loss. So divide your liability by 3. And if it gets to that level, get the bleep out, unless you are happy to take the hit. Now for me,
goal.
I'm thinking long term.
Parma Fiorentina is 1-1.
That's confirmation of the Fiorentina goal. I'm looking long term. If I take the hit now, I will win it back further on down the line. Alternatively, if you've had a loss earlier on today, this is big liability. I haven't sussed out the best way to lay the draw yet. Maybe we have to drip feed in at these odds. But if we take that and get out, if that hits 13, having bought enough time to hope that Twente will score the goal. As you can see there, 1 shot on 11 off 3 corners. It's all I can work with this opening matches of the season. In-play stats, they play a huge part, don't they? Kayserispor and Sivasspor. Want to look at laying the late draw there with the red card in tow.
West Ham Aston Villa is 1-2.
And there we go. That's what I was talking about. Unai Emery has had Aston Villa. And this is the best way to look at Aston Villa last season under Unai Emery. If we go to here, and you'll see that real pattern. And it might be re-emerging
West
again.
Ham Aston Villa is 1-2.
There could be a real top 5 side this season. Aston Villa. This is the best way to look at it. Premier League away last season. What do you see? Well, apart from this lot, bang goes my theory. But no, let's have a look. 2 goals against Arsenal. 3 here, 2 here, 5 here. That's what I'm talking about. 2 here as well. They had real struggles, and then they suddenly warmed to the task. 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 5, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, and then I think they've already got the European berth, so these were academic. So that's what reminded me of the possibility of Villa being pretty solid away from home. West Ham, of course, big question marks under new manager. We just don't know whether he's going to get them on the right footing or if he's going to struggle, if his tactics aren't going to emerge. Still okay. Thank you very much, Gordon. That's brilliant. And I'll call this a day soon. Fingers crossed that this stream will continue on tomorrow. Tomorrow. As you can see, Deportivo La Coruña, possibilities of an equaliser from them. Lille, can Lille take advantage of the red card? Don't forget, Champions League for Lille on Tuesday. That's where you're going to see some teams underperform. There's always a reason. The reason tends to be European club football. So that's it for me for this stream. It was a real, just to test things out. I'm hopeful that I've got a real solution. Watch out, look at Denda again. Unbelievable season they're having, the newly promoted team. Might want to look at laying the late draw in the Denda St Truden match. So I'll end this stream. I don't know how to, but I'll try to end it. So let's have a look. So I will say thanks for attending.
Caceres Persevispor is 2-2.
Thanks for your feedback. Yeah, I'm glad it.
Salonika Panserakos is 2-2.
I'll say goodbye now, and hopefully I can remember how to do all of this tomorrow. Thanks very much, Alan, and thank you, Gordon, for your feedback.